Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name's Micho. I'd like to make stuff. Today we've got part number 31 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together. Really looking forward to this part. We'll see what we got in store in just a second. Okay, start off with the cover here. Also, we got another stack of frames. Got our parts. And we've got our catalog. So let's quickly take a look at this and see what we've got in store for us today. All right. Looks like we're talking about the AE92, and it was pretty unique for the 86, being that, or maybe even just more for the AE92, because after the 86, the AE86, they actually started moving towards front-wheel drive cars for these. So all of these have the 4AG in it, same engine, but they started moving towards a front-wheel design. I think that was just more popular. They moved really away from having rear-wheel drive cars, mostly in this time period. I think they just became more popular. Toyota had to compete with Honda, the Civic, and the Accord. Some more information with the AE92. Same timeline that we've been looking at. Now, these AE92s did have, I believe, the GZ, which is, I believe, the include means it's a higher compression. I can't remember. I don't think this is supercharged, but they had a different designation, usually for the high compression too as well. The Century. We're kind of getting into the VIP types cars. These were really popular with kind of luxury car owners too as well. You know, almost for Toyota, really kind of dipping their toes into, really high-end, almost like Mercedes-like vehicles. Really focus on drive quality and ride quality. Really nice, comfortable cars to drive, usually for like executives, businessmen. And we're right into the parts. Now, it looks like today we are actually working on the rear brakes. And as you can see, one thing to kind of notice about the rear brakes on the AE86, specifically the GTS model in the US, they always call it the 8.5 too as well in Japan, but the rear brakes on the 8.6 in particular are brake discs, right? They use usually it'll have better cooling, but the AE85 and or the SR5 in the US use actually brake drums, and you wanted the brake discs only because they're higher performing. They get I guess you would say they don't heat up as much too as well. You get a better pedal feel too as well. But yeah, the higher end ones, the AE6 and the aka the GTS in the US, got the disc brakes in the rear, and that's how you can really distinguish what a model is too without even seeing a badge. If they have rear drum brakes or rear disc brakes, it looks like we are attaching that to the rear end too as well. Okay. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Okay, let's take a look at our parts that we have here. Okay, we'll start out with some TM screws. Some VM screws. And some AP screws we have here. You can see the different parts of the brake disc that we have. And these are indeed plastic. Kind of back side. Here's the other side, both of the other sides too as well. I guess there's really no need to make these metal, but these are just big chunks of metal. The dust plate for the rear. Now this, actually, this is metal. These dust plates. Got our rear brake calipers. Copper housing, really. And part that holds the pads in place. Cool. And that's it for the parts. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of the body. Okay, first things first, we're just going to be making the brake discs here. And you just have to kind of align them with the holes here. Now they are kind of keyed, so you do just kind of need to align it real quick. Find that correct spot. And that is not correct. Right here, it looks like. Yep. That, just like that. And squeeze it together. So one. And these little fins are in the inside, just to let you know for like heat dissipation. Looks like it's right here. And there's the second one. All right. All right, so then we're going to take our dust shield we have here. You can see it's stamped left. And we're going to be taking one of our brake calipers and just fitting this just like so. Right there on that backside. Then we're going to take the other side of that and mount it right here to kind of hold everything in place. And with that combination, we're actually going to be screwing in some AP screws right here. So make sure we can see that. Get an AP screw. Get that aligned. Actually, I don't need to put this part on actually first. That can be put on the side. Put the AP screws in just like this. Okay, and then we're going to take another AP screw, as I had done previously. Let's kind of flip this around this way. Actually, are these keyed? Oh yeah, they are keyed. I'm actually doing this the wrong side. So you can see right here, there is actually a little marker right here. And that's going to indicate left or right. And this one is the wrong one. For the other one, yeah, this is the correct one. For left, actually. Glad I noticed that. And this, I believe, this little stud here, that's for the brake hose that we're going to be installing. That are kind of already kind of dangling right now. So again, that's kind of the detail they're getting with this model, is that you're getting brake hoses. That's really just so unique, I think. Just because it's not necessarily something that needs to be really shown. And a lot of that detail is just, it's not really necessary. But gosh, this is such a detailed model. Gush over it every time I try it. I start working on this thing. How detailed it is. Okay. Got these two set. We're good. All right. I got the rear brake discs here. And that is this step completed. We actually didn't work on this just yet, but had to get those done. Okay, next step, we're actually going to get the dust shield on first. We're going to be working on this side right here. Let me make sure that's nice and focused for you. And the way we align this is that there are actually kind of keyed right here. You can see that. Let's make sure that's in focus for you. And then we just kind of place this over here, just like that. Make sure that those key marks as well as are aligned right there. And then we're going to take these TM screws, the really kind of small ones, and they actually call out to use the longer, newer screwdriver that we have because they're pretty tight, really small. Let's get that in there. Grab another one. Kind of difficult because this is metal on metal right now. But it is flush, so you kind of want to get that in there. There's no rattling around or anything like that. So you got to be really kind of, I won't say forceful, just at least enough pressure towards the piece so that, you know, any kind of imperfections like paint don't get stuck in that. That looks really great. Good. Okay. And then we're going to take, actually, right now, this brake line. Now, the way it's kind of set, it's kind of wide for you. Zoom in just a little bit. The way it's set is that this brake line is actually going around the exhaust, and that's not where it's supposed to go. I take this around. It actually tells you to feed it through here. The pumpkin through this way. Let's go do that. Pull that through just like that. Actually, it's going to go under here. Not only just under here, under this direction right back here. Over the differential rear diff. Okay. Grab it that way. And then once we grab it that way, we can kind of sneak it under the sway bar in the rear. We can actually just attach it directly to the brake caliper right there. Can you see that? Looks pretty good. This could get pushed up a little bit higher. Pretty difficult in this situation right now. I think that's sufficient right now, as long as it's not kind of popping off. That looks good. Alrighty, and now we're going to switch over to the right. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip this over this way. You can see it a little bit better. We're going to do the same thing. Calipers this direction. Over that way. Let's get that way. Then we're going to take these TM screws. Turn on flush mount right here. Install it here. Gosh, I'm trying to get this in a picture for you guys so you can see, but it's a little difficult. So you have to apply a pretty good amount of pressure to show you this gets set. Okay. Another one here. Okay, got that one attached, and then we're going to take this other brake line. You can see it. Where'd it go? It's just chilling right here. Do the same thing, wrap around the diff. It looks like this is a little bit long. You can kind of see it there. A bit long. It's okay. I can always shorten it later. But we'll go ahead and get this attached. Gosh, dealing with these micro lines, it is not really easy. Okay, great. All right, guys, I want to thank you today for joining me on part number 31 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This was a kind of a short one today where we just did the rear brake install for the dust and the calipers as well as the discs here, but you know they're going to be like that. So really do appreciate you being here today with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really do help and appreciate the support, as well as a subscribe if you haven't already. That'd really help the channel grow. Let's quickly take a look and see what's going on with part number 32. And sad to see, guys, I'm sorry to say, we've got our final tire. We'll make it a really quick video so that we're not messing around. Oh yeah, we know to put 4 bolts in, do the tires, whatever. Sorry for making you wade through that one. Well, really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day.